that catchy little tune. Hello, all. How are you doing today? Good morning, Kim. Oh, afternoon, Sally Stevens. To Neil Lamont, welcome into the cottage. That Darla girl, it's an elephant stampede. I love that, Carrie. She sends all her people over here on Wednesdays, and I send all of you over to her house on Sundays. I don't know if she's going to come on Sunday, though, because it's Mother's Day, and she said she wasn't sure. So I hope she does. There's Candy. Hello, my Candy girl. And Michelle D., who is different than Michelle M. I learned that this week. And there's my Tankster. She's lurking today. Tankster, I have to thank you again for these wonderful little butter toffees, these buttercream toffees. I'm telling you, they are the funnest things to pop into your coffee cup. And you just let them sit in there for a few minutes and then just shake it around. And oh, I'm telling you, those buttercream melts into that toffee. It is so good. It's better than creamer. Jean Hollick. Jolene Hollick. Good morning, Jolene, or good afternoon. And there's Dawn Aaron, my beautiful, beautiful granddaughter. And Carrie. Hello. They call her Little Carrie. But she spells her name with an A, not an E, like Carrie, the Ernie elephant. Big warm blanket helped hug to all. Okay, I saw some others up here. The Thrifty Crocheter. Lydia. Brandon is here. Good morning. Brandon, did you get your somebody completed? Hey, Dreeny's here. Darla girl. Love that Darla girl. And Gabrielle is here. Charlene. Oh, Charlene, I hope you've been hanging on to Bert and telling him all your woes, because he'll fix you. And there's my Pamsky. All right, I think I'm caught up already. Dory! Dory cheated. I'm telling everybody right now, she cheated. She finished her legs and went straight to the ears. I'm telling you that girl. She just cannot be trusted. Bonnie, are you in here yet? Bonnie, you need to keep an eye on her. And there's Kimberly. And there's Steve. Good afternoon, Steve. And there's Michelle M., who is different than Michelle D. Michelle M., you need to tell me, because you are the one that named. Let me go back here. You are the one that chose Pick Your Blessing for the title. So would you let me know, please, whether you would like a somebody or you would like a skein of yarn to make a somebody, because that's my gift to you. And there's Michelle D. and Michelle M. all in the same chat, and you wonder why I get confused. Okay, if you'll let me know, I would appreciate it. Almost got sick, and so it has to be put on the side. Uh-oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Brandon. Is it something we can pray about? Madrina, you are so good to that grandbaby of yours. Kimberly, you know, whenever you walk in the door, you cannot bring your worries with you. You have to leave them outside on the mat with your shoes. Grab a cup of coffee, some water, whatever you want. I don't have any treats today. It's lunchtime. Y'all can go home and get lunch on the way home. But worries are not allowed in the cottage. So you just leave them at the door. And when you go home this afternoon at 1 o'clock, because I'm quitting early, no, I'm quitting on time. If you pick up your shoes, leave your worries on the mat, and I'll sweep them up later, because you don't need to be taking them home. More listening than reading. Okay, well, Michelle M., you need to type in. Oh, you want a sun bunny. Okay. Let me mark that down while a sun bunny. You got it. You got a color you like, or you just want to be surprised? Dory, are you kidding me? You got them all to match? Woo-hoo! Hey. Oh, I'm already in a senior living home. I don't need another call. All right, Dory, that's awesome. Yes, it does take one skein of yarn for a sun bunny, about 230 yards or so, depending on the ear. But most skeins are about that much. Hobby Lobby, there, I love this yarn. In the colors, in the solids are 300 and something, but the stripes and the specialty ones, they're 255, I think, and that's plenty. One skein of yarn. They're a one skein wonder, and I'm telling you, those sun bunnies can just change a life because of the love that's in them. There's my Marsha Lee. Finished both feet of the bunny rabbit, and you got the ears to do on Sunday. Woohoo, Marsha Lee. I have to tell you, Dory cheated. She's already started on the ears. Oh, he's your great nephew. Okay. Oh, Brandon, I'm so sorry. My sister has infusions every other Thursday, and I know how that works. Hello, Carrie, the Yarny Elephant. I love that woman. I love that woman so much. Sharon loves purple. Is Dawn Aaron in here? If she is, I missed her. There's my Kimmer. Thrifty Crocheter. Now, I think that's, I'm going to have to look it up again, and I do so apologize. I think I know who it is, but Thrifty. Rachel. Yes, I thought it was Rachel. Rachel's my daughter's name, but I tell you that every time. I love you, Rachel, because you are a thrifty crocheter. You're welcome, Dory. Kimberly, for a bunny? Wow, yeah, one skein for a bunny. Well, the cottage is sweet. I don't know about me today. I've been kind of... And I do have to apologize to you if I reach over and... Lefty Lucy has been giving me fits all week. And so if I inadvertently don't think and I reach over and give her a good massage, please just ignore me. It's just... I'm not... Just ignore me. Good afternoon, Miss C from Candy C4. I'll be at the cottage with everybody. I am happy you're here too, Kathy. I'm so glad you come. And there's my Mary Ann. How are you doing this morning, Mary Ann? I heard you got an AC. Does that make life a little easy? And Sally's working on her bear. Michelle's got 1 foot done. Also want to start, but I'm behaving. You are a good girl, Marshally, a good girl. Hey, Miss Dory Boo. Rachel, yes. Ooh, I have always loved pineapples. Now that, Marianne, I don't know. Let just give me a minute to check here, because I have one right here, and let's see what this one says. Now this one says 146 yards, so it will not be enough. You'll need 2 of them. You'll need 2 of these to do a bunny. All of one and a part of another. I'm glad. I'm glad. See, blessings come. Hello, Darcia White. Hello, chat. Hello, Darcia. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Nellie Hedrick. Nice to see you. Welcome to the cottage, Nellie. Are you on my lookout list? Are you new, Nellie? Jolene, I said good morning to you. All right, what are you all doing today? Working on rabbits, working on feet, cheating on ears, working on other projects. Still morning in Alberta. I think if I'm using key lime pie, thinking of using the key lime pie, which makes me think more of Easter, to make one of the bunnies. Oh, that would be a good choice. Antoinette Lacovetti. Antoinette Lacovetti. Antoinette Lacovetti. I just wrote that name for some reason. Let me go and check. Antoinette Lacovetti. You were the first winner of the Pick Your Blessing game. And I apologize for not getting that off in the mail to you yet, Antoinette, but it'll probably go out Friday. So you should get it before Happy Mail. Wacky Wednesday Happy Mail. Tennille's working on a sweater. And Candy's working on a hanging fern. Oh, you know, who's the one in Dubai? I think she's in Dubai. Woodshed Theory, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Woodshed Theory, that is, oh, I'm telling you, this brain of mine. She's such a cute little thing, too. Claire. Oh, her name's Claire. And she's a sweetheart. Having some coffee and crocheting. Good, good, good. I'm glad when you guys bring your projects over to the cottage, because I get up every morning and dust the seats off, and if nobody sits in them, then I feel like I've wasted my energy. Crocheting a hanging fern plant. Let me get back to that. See, Claire, you're not the only one. The one that laughs, she's got a very peculiar laugh, and she does plants, and she's made a Christmas cactus that I would love to make. I think it is so pretty. She crocheted. She also has like a string of pearls plant that she's crocheted. Krista, maybe her name, Krista. Pineapple, yummy. You're from Jamaica. Oh, Marshall, I bet you have the nicest voice. Kimberly, good morning, Woodshed. Good afternoon, Grandma. Good afternoon, Michael. Did you get mail today yet? I don't know why, but it's coming late. You're making a Sanita tissue cover. Michelle M., does it look like Sanita, or is Sanita, oh, a Santa? She's making a Santa tissue cover. All right. Well, that makes sense. You did finish your shoulder bag? Good. I'm glad. I was watching you do that the other day. Michael, I love you. I hope it comes today. Like your zoo of animals you make, especially think your bunnies are a fabulous idea. That's what started the whole thing, Rachel, was just making sure people knew that some bunny loved them. Because we need to know that. And Bonnie's not in here yet, is she? Good, because I have something to show you. I made Bonnie a unicorn because you know she's a unicorn, and every time she puts something up, she puts up that she's a unicorn. And I found this at the dollar store. They're called marshmallow swirls. They're artificially flavored, and they look like the little puffs of whipped cream that you put on top of your strawberry shortcake, only they're in different colors. And I think they look like unicorn poops. So I'm going to send these to Bonnie. I hope she gets a kick out of it and she's not offended. If she's offended, that's a problem on her part because she knows I love her. Okay, Marsha Lee is going to tackle a sweater. You know, people, Marsha Lee is blind. That's why she has her Blind Stitches creation in her name. And that girl has not stopped making stuff. It has not even slowed her down a bit, I don't think. And now she's going to start making a sweater. You do, Marshall. And I will pray for more patience for you. But you know what happens? I have to Better? Okay, it looks like everything's okay. Still no sound? Camera is off. No, the camera can't be off. The camera is on. I'm humming hum or something. Oh Don, you're so funny. I missed everything, spilled my coffee. Journey through the senses with Miss C. Yes, I think I'm experiencing hail. Stop the mic or cam. Edit audio avatar. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go live. Okay, let's see what's here. Go back to comments. What will this do? I'm live. Okay. Now we. Okay. Well, if that don't beat all. Am I back? Am I back? Hello, hello. I'm back. Yay! Well, if that don't beat all. That's why they call it Wacky Wednesday. You are right. Okay. Before this thing pops out again, whatever happened. Oh my gosh, Steve, you got to be blind. Um, let's get right to the mail so that we've got it before it goes out again. See, Dory did it? No. Diana did it. Kudos for Miss C. Okay, here's what we got in the mail. From Mishi to Miss C. You know what? I get confused a lot on this YouTube. There's DC, distinctive crocheter or decorative crocheter or somebody like that. JB's, hi, welcome in. Put your shoes out on the mat and leave your worries out there. Come on in, take a seat. There's coffee, water, whatever. Oh my gosh, Carrie, you think I'm going to remember what I said for the last 6 minutes? I can't even remember what happened. Okay, let's get to this before we go anywhere else. What was I saying? I haven't a clue. I did tell you about Bonnie's stuff. I know I did that. Okay, so Carrie, if you can give me a clue as to what you remember that I was saying. Hanging in the balcony, Dusty Unicorn. Oh, hi. Take your shoes off at the door. And what do I sing? Leave your worries at the doorstop. Whatever that is. Because no problems come into Miss C's cottage. So if you want to hang around the balcony, you can. Otherwise, you can come on down and get a chair. I got plenty of chairs. And oh, this is Expression Fiber Arts, a positive twist on yarn. Oh my goodness. Is that beautiful or what? Oh, it's a sock yarn, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. Lay flat to dry. Use a 2mm hook. Oh, is that beautiful? Oh, there is a card. Ooh, here's another one. This one is called Release Sincere Sock Yarn. But they're both called Release, but they are both not the same color. You can see that. Oh, but I'll bet they'll be beautiful together because the blue. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see what this says. Danke, Mishi's Crochet Nook. Thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate it very much. Hello, Oma. Congratulations on winning this beautiful yarn. Smells a bit weird. Dyeing process, maybe. Happy crafting. Ich liebe dich, die Fräulein Michi. She loves me, that Michi girl. Ooh, that is beautiful stuff. Okay, now what confuses me is there's another box from guess who? Michaela. So I have no clue why I would get 2 boxes from the same girl. But let's open up the handy dandy little box opener. I love this thing because you push on this and you have to push or it won't work. And as you do, the let's see, get it down here. The cutter things come out. And when they get rusty or all gummed up, you just take a they're serrated. They got lines in them, and you just take the pliers and you break it off, and then they're good to go again. Okay, so let's see what the girl has put in this box. She is such a love. Well, you know, Diana, you should be doing this away from you. not towards you. Never pull a knife towards you. And it always helps if you use the right side of the blade. Why do you guys come and watch me? I know, for the humor, right? Oh, this is wacky for sure. Do you know when I worked at Ben Franklin Crafts, there was a girl named Wendy, and she came up with a very, yes, exactly, Kimber, that must be what it is. Well, now, I don't know what that is. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Here's another note. Oh, let me finish Wacky Wednesday. Wendy started out her own business, and she called her business Wacky Wendy. And what that girl did was take paper plates, fold them in half. Let me see if I got a paper plate in here. She'd take a paper plate and she'd fold it in half, and then somehow or another, she would cut all these wonderful things out. She gave you a pattern, and I'm just going to do a quick one here. She gave you a pattern to lay on a folded thing, and then when you lay that pattern on there, and well, I think I did it wrong. Oh, we'll save that for next Wacky Wednesday. I'm going to practice that. Anyway, when she got it done, zucks. This looks like Captain, I don't know, but it was I did it upside down, but it was a palm tree. They were really cute, and she did a lot of things like that. They were cute. All right, back to me. I don't know why you guys put up with me. I'm telling you. All right, here's another paper that says, Danke. Thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate you very much. Hello, Oma. Congratulations on winning this beautiful yarn. It smells like, well, this is the same thing. Happy crafting. But this is not yarn. This is something very different. And coming from her, I can only imagine it's going to be wunderbar. Wunderbar, I think that's how she says it. Let's see. What do you think it might be? Anybody got any suggestions? Hi, Shannon. Hello, Helen. It's love, Oma. Yes, it is. It is love. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Let's get all the stuff out of it. You are not going to believe this. You know, I have this shirt on today, and it says, making friends. And it's got some bunnies on it. Well, look at this. Is that the most beautiful cup you've ever seen in your whole life? You know, guys, it beats this one. You know, I'm going to tell you something right now. You cannot outgive God. And whenever you give something to someone in need, it's as if you're giving it to God. And whenever you share His love, it always comes back. And I've told you this before. It comes back in a big bushel basket, pushed down, heaped up, overflowing. You cannot outgive God. This was from Mishi. And it's pink. Okay, guys, I hope I can show this to you. I hope you can see it. I don't know. Let me pull this down a bit so that I'm not getting a good, it's not showing up. I don't know if you can see or not, but this whole pattern is a meadow with flowers all over the meadow. And in the meadow are bunnies jumping. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know if I can get it close enough. To show you where I think it's still focusing on me. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's a bunny right above the word some. I don't know whether you can see that or I don't know whether you can make it out. There are bunnies all over this cup. It's the best Mother's Day present I've had in years. Whew! All right. If the yarn wasn't gorgeous enough, how about that for a Mother's Day present, huh? Guys, it doesn't get much better than that. Okay. Yeah, my eyes are a little sweating. I'm not crying either, Sunita. Mishi, I don't think she's got a mean bone. Even when she yells at her dog, she doesn't look like she should be yelling. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What else is going on? Oh, I brought in a couple of things to show you. I don't just do bunnies. I do other things. I've been making a baby blanket, and I'll show it to you. And it's called V's and shells, V's and double V's or something. I don't know. It's got a V stitch and then a double V or twins in a stitch. Is that what he calls it? And then in the next row, you put a shell in your V stitch and you put a V stitch in the center double crochet. They're 5 double crochet shells and you put a V stitch in the center. And it just comes out so beautiful. And then when I was finished, I just put a little shell V-stitch border on it. Got that one done. There's a new pregnancy center opening up in Gainesville, near about a half a mile from where I am. Hey, EE, welcome in, Sweet Pea. Yes, someone's cutting onions. Ooh, speaking of onions, Elmo made a meatloaf day before yesterday. Telling you that thing was packed with onions, and was it good? It was so good. Nobody sits next to me at the dining hall anymore, but I don't care. I'm having meatloaf sandwiches for lunch. It's good. Okay, and then I gave this to my sister-in-law, and she tried to make something out of it, and she didn't care for it. It wasn't working out with the pattern the way she likes. She has let's see, back up. I am a make do person. I can make do with whatever. And if I'm working on something and I come out with a wrong count, and it's not going to affect, like if I put in four double crochets for the shell, instead of putting this V-stitch in the top of the center fifth one, if there's no fifth one, I'll just put the V-stitch in the center. I fudge it. I make do. It's who I am. I go by Georgia Bonesteel's gallop and grin theory. If you can gallop by on a horse and look at the blanket and smile at it, it's good. It's good. My sister-in-law, on the other hand, is the type of person who every Christmas makes chewy, crunchy walnut brownies. And not only at Christmas, but just saying, every year for the last 50 years, she's made it, and several times during the year, because her family all comes up on Thursday and has dinner with her. And every time she makes it, she gets the recipe out, and she goes by the recipe. And there are people, now, I'm not going to say they're anal, because that's not a nice thing to say, but there are people who need to know what the recipe is so that they get it right. And that's awesome. Me, on the other hand, I make it work. I came from parents who had little. Um, Growing up, I had little, and we did what we needed to do, and what we couldn't do, we didn't worry about it. We went outside and played, and we found sticks, and we found rocks, and we made our toys that way. And um, growing up, getting married, having children, you work with what you have, and you make do. And and if you don't have everything you need, you make what you need work. And that's the way I was raised, and that's the kind of, you love the gallop and grin. I do too. It just comes in so handy so many times. Um, I like to make do so I don't have to frog. I mean, I listened to Carrie this morning, and she is working on a beautiful blanket that she's making. And I forget what she calls it, but it's a pattern on this side and a pattern on that side. And it's absolutely intricate. And it's two people in a wedding, and she's making a whole blanket out of it. And she made a mistake, and she took out 13 rows. Now that's like 26, because it was 13 of the black. And no, those people who are going to get that blanket, they don't know there's a mistake in there, and I'm not telling them. So anyway, she didn't care for this, and so this is Bloom. This is Bloom, and I'm using I think a 7 knitting needle circular, and I know I'm not doing it right, but I'm knitting and purling. And when I come to the colors, I'm knitting on the knit side, purling on the purl side for the leaves. But when I come to the colors, I knit on the purl side and purl on the knit side, so it makes them stand out a bit. And I don't know if it's right or not. I make do and I make my own. Yeah, if it doesn't work, what they have, then I'm just too creative. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, but oh wait, I could change that and make it look like this, and I would like it better. It is coming out pretty, isn't it? But I'm really not sure that I'm doing it correctly, and I'm getting into the next row of color. So if there's any knitters out there that know how to put texture on the knit side, that is Premier Bloom. Yes, it's the 3-weight. I'm not real fond of chunky, and the only thing I ever do if I get a chunky yarn is make hat, because they make up really pretty in chunky yarn. But I prefer the DK weights or the smaller weights. So if any of you out there are knitters and know how to correctly do it, I watched a show called the Naughty Knitters, the Naughty Knitters, I think, and there were 2 of them. And the one girl was making a sweater, and the little flowers on it, it was a navy blue and cream with the little pink flowers. It was the most beautiful thing. She didn't like it. And it took everything I have to keep my fingers clenched and not type in there, send it to me with the directions, please. But I didn't. I don't fix it either, Antoinette. Now, if I'm only one row back, like if I'm going across and I turn a corner and I come back and there's a mistake, I will do that. But I'm not ripping out 13 rows. I can't. I can't. I would put it in timeout, and I may as well put it in a bag and send it off to the Goodwill, because I will not go back and fix it. Heavy yarn's a hat. Yep. I love you too, Dawn. Dawn, didn't you just win something from someone I saw yesterday, I think? Was it JT? Did you win something from JT? Chunky, which isn't my favorite. I have to try the DK. Yeah, let me see if I can show you. Premier Bloom. And this is a 3-weight. There's 656 yards, so it will make a really nice baby blanket. And it is a 3-weight, and this color is called Gerbera. Gerbera. I would assume it's like a Gerber daisy. And I like it, and I like it so much. That I also have it in Sea Holly. This one is pretty. It's the blues and teals, and it's a pretty blue. I like blue. I like blue and teal, but I like it because it's white, so it makes a really nice baby blanket. It's called Sea Holly. 656 yards. It's Premier Bloom. And it's a 3-weight. And I have that one. This one is the one that started out my love affair with Bloom. To be honest with you. Excuse me. I got all choked up there. This is the Bloom. Isn't that pretty? A pretty pattern. This is violet. And you can see when it's made up with the leaves and the little flowers sticking out, it is just so delicate and so pretty. And so, of course, I have one of those. Then it also comes This one is called Hummingbird. I'm not taking it out of the package, but there's Hummingbird, and that's what this one looks like made up. And then I have two of these, and they are called Baby's Breath. The pink is called Baby's Breath. Can you see that? Baby's Breath. It's a pink and green. This one is so pretty. Oh, well, here's pictures. There's the picture of the Baby's Breath, and there's the picture of the hummingbird. Kind of pretty, huh? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 6 of them. Okay, Rachel, do you need yarn? I can send you some. Never tried the bloom, but it's very pretty. You have to have the right pattern. I don't know. I think personally it works up better knitted than crocheted. But because it's not going to look the same when you crochet the flowers unless you do like a puff stitch when you get to the flower. That might work. I haven't tried that. I might have to try that later. Congratulations, Dawn, for what? How many to make the blanket? One, Dory. It just takes one. There's 500 and what did I say? There's 656 yards in there. JT. Yeah, you did win from JT. Okay. See, Michelle, you should have chose yarn instead of a sunbunny. Although, you know what? I did make a sunbunny. Ooh, I don't know if I can find that. I did make a sunbunny out of it, and it came out so beautiful. Okay, hear that? That's my time. My time is up. One, to make the blanket. I enjoy using thrifted yarn. Never tried Bloom. That's the one I need. That's the one you need. Okay, you'd rather have yarn than a bunny? KK. I know I don't have to. I'm asking, do you want me to? I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. There's Heart of Orion Jewelry, and I know that is really Cliff, and he makes the most beautiful, beautiful handmade bracelets, and I think they're only around $45 unless he's gotten so popular and raised his prices, but they are really, really beautiful. I've been eyeing them, but I have to wait till next month because I already spent my allowance for May. Who is Rachel? Rachel is the Thrifty Crocheter. I don't knit, only crochet. Okay, Elizabeth, you don't get any Bloom. You'll have to go for another. Her name's Rachel. Got your yarn delivery. Shannon, did I send it? I didn't send it. Wow, amazing. Just one ball. Oh my gosh, I have to go make a baby blanket with it. You have some, Dory? Yeah. Are you knitting it, Dory, or crocheting it? It probably won't. Of course, knitting it goes farther. Crocheting takes up more yarn than knit does. Michelle wants the bunny still. Okay, I got it. Oh, Cliff, you're welcome. You know, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't mention your name. Onion? There's a story behind that one, I'll bet you. Especially with a Steve. Okay, more giveaways than sales. Oh, well, that's how I started out, Cliff. I have a heart for making people see how valuable they are. That was given to me, and so I needed to find a way to do that, because people, I mean, look around at our college campuses. Those kids don't know that somebody loves them, and I don't have enough. I don't have enough time to make everybody a bunny. But I was making bunnies for people that I saw on the YouTube streets that I felt needed to know they were loved. And so I made him a sun bunny. God gave me a story to go with it. I stuck it in a box and mailed it off. Wouldn't you know, they were received well. And the stories touched their hearts, and they loved them. And so whenever I would see someone that was hurting or had a loss or was down because of some reason or another, just needed a perk, I would make them a bunny and I would send it off. And they weren't real important on the YouTube streets in the beginning. They were just to the few people who had gotten one. And before the year was out, like your jewelry, it was a prized possession, not because of the rabbit, but because of the love that went into the story that the rabbit held and gave. And pretty soon I got requests, do you sell them? I said, no, I don't sell them. And, well, how can I get one? And finally, I talked to Elmo, who's our legal advisor here, and he said, you can't sell them because then you got to mess with the government and keep track of taxes and can't. And so he said, but you could take a donation. And I thought, I'm not going to ask for a donation. But I could adopt them out to a good home. They'd have to prove to me they were a good home. So I started adopting them. Well, I got a lot of requests for adoptions because I would adopt them for a $20 adoption fee. You could do it through PayPal. It was really easy, blah, blah, blah. And I got more adoptions than I could crochet with these crooked little thumbs. And so the second year I said, okay, enough is enough. These guys need to find out how to make their own sun bunnies. So in January of this year, I started teaching how to make a sun bunny. And because Juan shouted me out, and a lot of people shouted me out. I got shout outs from Dawn Aaron. I got shout outs from Tank. I got shout outs from Spring. I got shout outs from most all of the people that I gave a sun bunny to, because they realized how valuable they were to themselves, and they shouted me out so that others would know. And my numbers went up over the limit. And so on Sundays, I teach people to make their own sun bunny. Because I threw my little pebble on the YouTube pond and it just went out all over. And so I decided to give other people a pebble so that they can make a sun bunny, throw the pebble in their pond, and reach all of their friends and family that I will never reach. And wouldn't you know, sun bunnies are in Australia, they're in the UK, they're in Africa, they're in Australia, they're all over everywhere now. And it's so awesome. Because now everybody in the world has an opportunity to know how important they are. And that's because of you guys. You guys took my little idea and you blew it up all over the YouTube streets. And I am eternally grateful for that. And my thumbs thank you. 500 worth of pebbles in April, not counting shipping. Oh, well, you're sending pebbles out too, Cliff. But that's the way I started my channel, is by giving them away. And then people realized their value when they started adopting them. So Worked for me, it can work for you. That's all I'm saying. Beth, I know that a Miss C won on Hobby Bingo on Monday, but it was not me. I'm not on Hobby Bingo as Miss C, and theirs was MISS, the letter C, and I am MSC on the YouTube streets, but I am DC Diana Cummings on because I think they go by your legal name on Hobby Bingo. I'm DC. Got a pair of earrings from whom, Sister Susie? You're welcome, Cliff. Share the wealth. You're a brother. You can't claim me as Oma because I've seen you and you're old as I am. Well, maybe not as old as I am because I'm old, but all right. I think I'm to the bottom and it is 103 and I have to go. I've been on your channel and I would like to clarify something. When I was there with John, it was about 10 o'clock or a little after, and I said, I need to go put my giddy gown on. And somebody in the chat, I don't think it was you, Cliff, I don't know, it was the other one. He said, oh, you're going to go put your itty bitty giddy gown on. And then John said, are you sure you don't want to come back up on the panel? And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, it's not an itty bitty giddy gown. It's just a giddy gown. And if you know anything about a giddy gown, it goes from here down to the toes, so nobody giddies anything. And I certainly wasn't going to come up on the panel in my giddy gown, even though it wasn't itty bitty. So there's something else to laugh at. But I do love John, and I love all you guys. All right, Michael, watch the mail. Who's the other one that hasn't received their package yet? Diana D got hers. Amanda is waiting. Hers is probably stuck in customs. Matt got hers. Shirley was to have gotten hers on Monday, but I don't know whether Shirley did or not. Oh, it was you, Cliff. Cliff, this is a G-rated show. Okay, but Michael is, I think, Nisi. I haven't heard from Nisi and my Antonino. Nino said last night that it had not come yet, but when I tracked the number, it was in Amarillo, so it should be delivered today. That's all right, Cliff. I forgive you. I still love you. Okay, so Nisi and Michael are the last two on my list to get their goodies, and I will get Michelle. I will get your bunny made, and Antoinette, I will get your yarn out. I'm gonna mail Bonnie's unicorn poop, and I owe somebody a hook, and I think it's an 8, and I don't remember who it was. Shannon, you want one? Are you saying you want to adopt one, or you just want me to make you and give you one? I do love you. Amarillo by morning. You know, it doesn't matter, Cliff. It really doesn't matter. I still love you anyway. You will learn if you're on here long enough that I have a very short memory. Either or. Okay. All right. All right. Where's the book? Oh, over here. You know, I'm telling you, I moved one thing and I'm lost, and I have to. Okay, pencil, book, Shannon. Let's see, where are we? All right, Shannon, that means you need to email me at Miss C's Cottage, MSCSCOTTAGE, no apostrophe, at gmail.com. Up from San Antone. Is that a song? Must be a song. Amarillo by Morning. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to look that one up. Sounds interesting. All right, I'm going to end this live stream. That's all the happy mail coming in. I got happy mail going out. George Strait. Oh, I like him. Hi again, Springy. You know, that girl used to live down here by me, and I didn't even know it. I wish I had, because I'd have given her a bunch of hugs to take with her. Pamsky, I love you too, sweetheart. All right, guys, I'm going to go, and ILBCNU. ILBCNU. Wednesday, if not on the YouTube streets before. I love you all. Bye, Charlene. I hope you're feeling better. You grab that Bert and just hug him until you feel better, okay? No, they're not gang. There's Bonnie. That's okay, Bonnie. I showed something that you're getting in the mail, and I didn't want you to see it anyway, so there you go. Sister Susie knows the no, it's 143, you silly goose. 143. This is sign language. I know Juan's been teaching y'all sign language, but those were the letters. It's Wednesday at noon. Today is Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday. All right, I'm going. I'm going to play the outro that 143 is I love you, the number of the letters. I love you. And then she puts 2 because I love you too. And I love you. So, okay, I'm going out now, and I'm playing the outro. Okay, may God bless you and keep you. May He keep you safe on the roads this weekend. May He keep you safe on the ladder as you clean out your gutters getting ready for spring. And I will see you on Sunday, if not before. Love you all. Bye.